my perspective, being somebody who came into the church 29 years old and a few years later, uh, kind of found this more Hebraic walk and then Torah, and then now I'm eating differently and living differently and talking differently in certain respects. And, uh, you know, I made myself a minority. And uh, United to Restore, the idea of then not getting hung up on certain doctrinal details and accepting someone's understanding where they're at right now and still considering them a friend or a brother that I can work with and be able to talk with. Um, that makes me more of a minority. That makes us more of a minority, and with you especially. I mean, to reach across the aisle like you do. Now, we talked earlier in another segment about um, people walking away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that that has to be what makes it so difficult. You mean you kind of hit on it when you brought it up, but I mean, that really has to be what makes it difficult because, to be quite frank, it was much easier to be a Baptist and have the pork roll, egg, and cheese in the morning and not care. I mean, you still think you're doing right, and we probably were as far as our understanding at the time. You learn and grow. I mean, this is a process,
Sure.
it's a journey. But let's face it, it was easier in that aspect for a walk with God than it is
Right.
to buck the culture, I guess is where I'm going. Because
Right.
our culture says this is how you do it.
Anything goes.
Right.
Anything
and God
goes.
says, not necessarily, son.
Yeah.
So is that, I mean, do you think that's the reason why people who've been in this realm
Because it's
walk
easier.
away? I mean, is that.
It's easy. I don't doubt that for a second. When I know Jewish people who've grown up in a religious environment and walk away from it, it's for them, it's less ideological, but more like it's a heck of a lot easier. It's a heck of a lot easier. First of all, you pick up an entire day, Shabbat, Saturday, boom. In Israel, we don't have a weekend. We don't have Sunday off. So if you're religiously observant, you have Shabbat.
And then
And Sunday you go back to work.
Right.
And having Friday off, as some people do, doesn't always compensate because you've got Shabbat coming. You know, dun
You're
dun dun
preparing
dun
anyway.
dun
You're still
dun.
kind of working.
Yeah, yeah. So it's much easier. And for people in the Ephraimite walk,
Especially in the West, where the stores don't close at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm jealous. No, seriously, I'm jealous of that.
it's y'all are in an environment that is contra to everything that you want to do in your life. Every sports event, every family gathering, every social event is a Saturday. You're always being pulled in different directions. And I have yet to encounter a real Ephraimite congregation in the middle of a major urban environment. I've yet to find one. It's all pockets out there. So it's really, and it's even an effort for many people to get to the congregation. I meet people who travel an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So to walk away from that, people are in situations where their children are becoming of marrying age. Where are they going to get a partner in marriage for their son or daughter?
Who has similar beliefs.
Yeah, this is, in some cases, they look for lapsed Christians or secular Jews. Neither are going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very hard. I don't envy my brothers and sisters. But you know what? There's nothing worthwhile in life that doesn't come without pain and sacrifice.
It's true.